Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Monday, the 23rd of September. With Robert Murray McShane's reading scheme, we're working our way through the prophet Ezekiel, today reading the 26th chapter, which begins, "In the 11th month of the 12th year, on the first day of the month, the word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, because Tyre has said of Jerusalem, Aha, the gates to the nations is broken, and its doors have swung open to me. Now that she lies in ruins, I will prosper. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Tyre, and I will bring many nations against you, like the sea casting up its waves. They will destroy the walls of Tyre and pull down her towers. I will scrape away her rubble and make her a bare rock." And we have here God speaking a word of judgment against Tyre, which was a pagan city. It was not related to Israel in any way. It was a foreign power. But God saying, because of the way you've behaved, I will judge you as well. And we need to remember that God is the sovereign Lord of all the earth, not just those who accept him or those that acknowledge him. He's the Lord of everyone, even those that don't. And he has power over them as well. And this prophecy against Tyre was indeed fulfilled with the Macedonians coming and finally destroying the city completely, leaving nothing there. But the fact that it was going to be destroyed would have an effect on the surrounding nations. Ezekiel continues a few verses later, "Then all the princes of the coast will take up a lament concerning you and say to you, How you are destroyed, city of renown, peopled by men of the sea. You were a power on the seas, you and your citizens. You put your terror on all who lived there. Now the coastlands tremble on the day of your fall. The islands in the sea are terrified at your collapse." And how were the nations seeing the collapse of this great city, and it struck fear into them? And as I read that, I thought, this happened 2,500, 3,000 years ago. And today, Tyre's disappeared. You can't find the city of Tyre anywhere. There's a ruin. That's all that's left of this once great city. That was a major maritime power that had huge influence and great wealth. And as I read that, I thought, what about the cities and the great nations of today? We look at the great powers, and you see China emerging and America trying to maintain its position, and you think, can anything happen to them? Surely they will survive. But you look back over history, and there's no nation, no empire, no great power that has survived. Every single one has come and has gone again. And interestingly, that one of the few institutions that is still around today is the Catholic Church, in Church of Rome, established 2,000 years ago, still there. So as we look around our world, we need to remember that God will judge the nations, every single nation, for their ungodliness, for the way they behave, for what they do. In the same way that he judged Tyre, he will judge every nation of the world today. And the only place of refuge we have is not in our wealth or the power or the nation or anything on this earth. Our refuge is in Christ. In him we are safe. So be encouraged as you look at a world in turmoil that God will hold everyone accountable. And in Christ we know that we have an eternity in his presence. Be blessed.